Let me call you sweetheart, I'm in love with you.
What does the nanny do?
Okay, so we're done.
Goodbye.
You. Shut it off.
Do not twist my words. Do not make me a victim, sweetie.
Just look at the mountain. That's what you saw that day.
Just the knife in the kidneys over all these years and the sacrifices that I made to love you.
Let me call you sweetheart, I'm in love with you.
The 5th episode of season 5. Whoo! I wonder if that means something magical, like 11:11 on the clock. Like if you look at it and you really think about it, maybe good things will happen to you. If you're listening to this episode, good things are going to happen to you. That's what I
sure.
think it means.
This is a good omen if you are listening to this.
Yeah, absolutely.
In general.
Good things are going to come your way. Although, based on this episode, you might be like, really? It's not exactly the most feel-good episode, but we're going to get through it.
Yeah, not necessarily. We both may have shed a tear or two.
And I suspect you're going to hear us, well, you're probably going to hear me cry, so
Oh, boy.
buckle up. Season 5, Episode 5, Mourning the Loss. So, right away from the title, you know it's going to be good.
Mhm.
And I was a little thrown off course because we open at Pinnacle Homes, which
Yes.
is the house builders, and they started talking about meeting to finalize decisions for their houses. And I was thinking, oh, we're going to get some good stuff because if you've seen the show before, you know that we get some breakdown moments from Meri through this process, some real classics, some beautiful, heart-wrenching, you dumb bitch moments.
Moments where you want to jump through your TV screen and shake her.
100.
Yeah.
And yet, this one, we didn't get a lot of that. And so I thought, oh, wow, we're going to go on this journey. We're going to have all of these moments. Well, there was only a few. So we have more to look forward to. All the more reason to subscribe to our podcast so you can hear us talking about Meri. Oh, there's something about Meri.
Yeah, the title, even alone, the Mourning the Loss. At first, I thought maybe it was like a pun and it was like going to be morning, like sunshine, something weird. And then I actually looked up at like the written title and I was like, no, it actually says like mourning,
Yeah.
like sadness.
Like I should have been wearing all black right now with a veil.
And then I kind of was like, ooh, what are they going to be mourning? Like somebody can't do something for their home? Yeah. Like
Yes,
Meri.
this one does jump all around.
Mm-hmm. Very weird.
Like I said, we open at Pinnacle Homes and all the wives and Kody are there to meet about their selections for their cul-de-sac dream homes.
Christine says, this is going to be a fun day.
Yeah. Well, you know, Christine, she's
Oh,
optimistic.
yeah. This is going to be a fun day for
Well,
you.
For you, right? And so they start out with like some, you know, things on the table, some granite, what do they call
Yeah.
them?
Like little slabs,
Yeah, little, they're not swatches, but
samples.
samples, thank you. Little samples of like stone and some other things that are color, maybe some carpet swatches. And Christine makes her decisions in no time. They only show a clip or two of her and she's like, I'll take this one and I'll take that one. And I think even Meri says something like, well, that has brown and black. And it's like, bitch, okay, she doesn't care. She made her choices in like
Yeah.
2 seconds. So you don't need to talk her out of her decisions, Miss Indecisive, you know?
She said something about the choices not matching because
Yeah.
of the brown and the black. And I'm like, just shut your mouth. It's not about you. She's making the choice for herself here. God.
Well, Meri is abusive. So we know that.
Yeah.
Kody wants them to just make a decision. Which, you know, I don't blame him.
Which pisses Meri off because she's like, it's not just me, it's Robyn too, and points at Robyn. And then Robyn pretends to bite at Meri. She went
Oh.
like a little at her
Mm.
like finger that Meri was using to point. Like she just thinks she's so cute.
Oh, yeah. Luckily,
Yeah.
we don't hear a lot from Robyn in this episode. So
No,
thank God.
really not like anything. I
Yeah.
don't
I'm literally thanking my lucky stars.
think.
When they're discussing the budget and going through things kind of high level, we don't dive into a lot of details about budget other than the reminder that they're splitting things evenly. And at one point later, Christine talks about how if they were different families, the budgets would be different. I don't really get the point of that hypothetical, but whatever.
I know, it's like, duh, if you, like, you'd be spending the portions differently, probably,
Yeah.
but
And
of
you wouldn't be doing
course.
this together because you wouldn't be a family. So
Yeah.
it's very strange.
Meri comments that she is working just as much as everybody else. She's like, this isn't about the amount of kids that I have. I'm working the same amount of hours, doing the same thing as everybody else, so I deserve the same thing.
And to be fair, I suspect Meri is probably one of the higher income earners, actually.
Yeah.
And as we learn throughout the life cycle of the show, probably contributed the most to the family pot. Maybe not at this point, but moving forward, she is kind of just putting money in, putting money in, putting money in. So yeah, she has less children, but she is a financial contributor. And it's funny how we waffle on this, right? Because Meri's so annoying, but then realistically, she does deserve to get what she wants to a certain extent.
I don't think it's that she doesn't deserve to get what she wants, because of course I'm like, yeah, you're earning the same amount of money. You deserve to be spending the same amount. But it's this whole idea that they're one family unit. And if somebody does have more kids than you, wouldn't you be offering up more, like a percentage more of your budget, knowing that they have more needs than you? It's like a selfless act for your family. Fuck the wet bar. Let's
Mhm.
like make sure that the kids in Christine's home aren't sleeping in the living room
Yeah.
or something,
As
you know?
yeah, we've talked about in previous episodes, it's really well, a lot of it is about the kids and not having any children either go without or be put in situations where, yeah, like he's sleeping in a family room or something.
Right.
Like, just it's complicated. And Meri doesn't make it easy to take her side.
No.
Meri never makes it easy to take her side.
No, because she throws a little fits like a toddler.
Yeah.
You know, she gets this look on her face and she stomps her foot kind of attitude, and it's just so unbecoming. And it's like, use your words, Meri. Explain why you think that this is,
She's frustrating.
like you need a baby talker. I think that the one thing that would be problematic for me is if I was one of the other wives and let's say that she let Leon have like a Louis Vuitton bag, or let's say Leon got a completely new MacBook and the other kids, they can't even afford to have a computer at all, or we don't know yet. We haven't seen that. But that would be one thing for me as one of the other moms where I would be like drawing the line. Okay, we can't be spoiling one child more than the rest just because you have more of the bread here.
Yeah.
I don't know. That would be probably one thing because it'd be differentiating the children. So,
Yeah, agreed.
yeah. At least it's not that from what we know
From what we know.
so far.
I wouldn't be surprised if there's an element of that happening, but it hasn't been a
Yeah.
plot point yet. For
It
us.
hasn't been brought up at all, at least, but
Speaking of Meri's work, while they're at the table and she's starting to look at her things and whatever, she says, I need to go get another job. It's like, well, that is kind of how it works. If you want more stuff, you got to have more money, at least in America.
True
and you're
that.
not from royalty, even though you might think you are. So,
even though
yeah.
Robyn has that Habsburg jaw, as we've discussed.
And Christine is from polygamist royalty.
Mhm.
Meri, you're just going to have to work a little harder for that wepa.
Christine, we find out, is under budget by 15%. But then she remembers, oh, no, I want tile in my dining room. That'll eat that up.
Yeah.
Tile in your dining room. I'm going to have to see this.
Right. Well, and it's odd because they're in the desert. So I kind of feel like their homes are either tile or carpet. Like, I don't know that there's any hardwood when they're done. I think it's just because that's kind of a desert thing, is like tile. You wouldn't want carpet in the dining room.
I can see why she would want it tiled if that's...
Well, and is this going to
case.
be Truly's room? Is this where Isabel's sleeping? Like, we don't know yet.
Right.
Not sure whose bedroom the dining room's going to be. Maybe it won't be.
When she falls off that cot, she's going to skin her knee.
It's
Poor
like a hard
darling.
fall out of that bed.
I don't know about tile, but we'll have to see. I immediately went to like a weird tile wall, and I don't know why in
Oh.
my brain I was thinking like backsplash, something weird. But no, duh, obviously it's
Right.
the floor.
It's the floor. Yeah, yeah. That's funny.
Oh, boy.
So when we come back to Meri, I don't know that we really heard anything from Janelle or Robyn about their choices in this little meeting.
No, just that Robyn was having some trouble deciding too. Not as much as Meri, apparently, but
And she was also hungry. She was trying to
yeah.
eat off of Meri's finger.
Mm-hmm.
Kody says to Meri, your budget is eaten up on the first page.
Yeah, you max your budget out on the first page here, Meri. That's not going to do.
Oh, God, which is classic. You know, as a woman with finer tastes, you know, I do enjoy the finer things in life. I'm a little delusional, so I can identify with Meri in this. But yeah, like you can't blow your whole budget on the first page of a multi-page line item thing. So, you know, we're going to have some harsh realities coming to Meri.
She goes, I know, Kody. And the way she said it is so cringy, and it's like the toddler tantrum again. I know. And she scrunches her face up when she does it too, and it's like, ew.
And
like,
if any of them need Botox to stop scrunching their face, it's Meri.
It's her.
Yeah. Like you've
Secondhand
pointed out,
embarrassment.
all of the lines and the things she does is not helping her with the aging.
No. And yeah, just the maxed out expressions that she does, like her maxed out budget. Like, girlfriend, get it under control.
Yes.
I can't with it.
Oh, it's great. So Kody's first suggestion to Meri to help her with her budget is to get rid of the French doors. I'm assuming these are back doors out of the house, like onto a patio or something. I'm not 100% sure, but that's what I'm thinking, because her response is, I'm not having a sliding door, Kody.
That is one thing I said from the very beginning. I will not have a sliding door, Kody. I hate them. I hate sliding doors. It's like, bitch, what do you have against sliding doors?
The things that she chooses to be particular about are sometimes literally hysterical.
Weird.
I have never been in a home, I don't think ever, where they had a sliding door. And I was like, well, this just really sucks. Like,
This just chaps my ass
Right.
to see this sliding door right here.
Even if you're in like a multi-million-dollar French, chateau, yeah, I probably shouldn't have a sliding door. But we're talking about like a normal suburban home in the desert outside of Vegas.
And if I'm being honest, wouldn't a sliding door, you can see out into your backyard more? A French door has like paneling.
Mm-hmm.
And why would you want that? And Kody says you're not going to have all the kids running in and out of your house. So why does it matter? And she's like, I just said from the beginning.
So I'm curious if that means in the past, when she's had a slider, if she was upset because the kids would slam it
and bounce back open or something. I could
Yeah.
see that.
I could see that too, but it still doesn't make, it's not rational.
No.
Like when you're over budget and it's obvious that you shouldn't have French doors to the backyard. Also, in a ticky-tacky house that generally lacks character in the desert, you're going to have these French doors open how often? It's the fucking desert.
Yeah, I would prefer a sliding door, I think, in that case, so that I
Same.
could see my backyard and see the view. I don't know. I just think it's a weird thing to put your foot down on, especially if it's going to save you a bunch of money. Like this door versus that one is like a $3,000 difference or something crazy. Duh, that's an easy decision for me.
Absolutely. I have no idea why you would ever be hung up on this. But
yeah.
once again, Meri and her particularities. She doesn't seem to be too particular about her face.
No, apparently not. Other than that spray tan, she's got to go max to the potentially going into the race baiting territory here,
Oh,
Meri.
God.
I don't know.
Oh, God.
I don't get it.
Not
Turning
Meri
that
doing
dial too much.
blackface.
I mean,
Oh, God.
maybe going a little too far there.
No one is suggesting that on this podcast.
Never.
When all of the adults are getting ready to leave Pinnacle Homes, Kody tells everyone that Mona says the most important thing to do is to keep their credit in a good place. Don't let that slip. Don't let that slide. Don't miss any bills. Don't change your last name again. Robyn. So I guess Robyn's still pre-approved and they're hoping to not let her slide down into the gutter.
But after Kody says that, Meri has to say, the most important thing for me is if I made the right choice on my granite countertops or not.
I still don't know about my granite countertop.
Too late. You circled something and move on.
Oh, and it is not, we have not moved on. Oh, we have not moved on. There are going to be
Never.
tears. There's going to be heartbreak, drama. I don't know. I've never built a home, but I feel like I can understand the experience of sitting in a room and making choices from these selects. And for some reason, she's just, you would think it was like life or death.
Mm-hmm.
And we're just getting a taste. It's going to get meaty. It's going to get juicy. And it's going to get dramatic.
Are we talking like she walks in and sees her countertops and like dies on top of one of her countertops or something?
That would be
like
so good. No, but we will get drama when the house is actually built and she goes in.
God.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. But we have so many more steps before that.
Oh my God, bitch, please.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I'm ready for this.
Well, you know, Meri can never be happy.
Her face has all the lines to show it.
And I can identify.
Crickets.
We are blessed with a commercial break. And when we come back, the opening is Meri cleaning dog piss out of a rug. Scrub, scrub, scrub on her knees. Now, if you've had a pet, we've all been there. It's not fun. I'm only laughing because it's Meri. If it was me, I'd be going, God damn it, not again, you know?
Chris knows all too well that my little dog, Goose, has problems. He has a lot of problems, and one of them is that he is a teeny tiny little dog. He is an Italian greyhound with toothpick legs that doesn't like to go outside when it's a tad bit nipply out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just watching her clean this up, and I can't imagine like a big ass dog like the one she has.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, ew.
Yes. Because I had a Boston Terrier.
Mm-hmm.
Rebel would have his little accidents every once in a while, but it was pretty reasonable. I mean, the small dogs, it's much more reasonable. Meri starts talking about her dog, Drake, who is a big dog. Do you know what kind of dog he was?
He looked like a lab.
Yeah, like a golden lab or yellow lab or something?
Yellow lab.
Yellow lab. He's chunky.
Chonky.
He's had a good life.
Mhm,
He's a
he's
big
cute.
dog, and he's cute.
He looks like a big, dopey, friendly guy. Like the kids could just run up and jump on him and cuddle in, and he wouldn't care.
Yeah, he was like roly-poly and seemed to have a good disposition.
Oh, yeah.
But Meri talks about how Drake is aging and how he's losing his faculties, which happens, and that's usually a sign of things to come.
Yeah. I thought he pooped on the rug, so I don't know. I'm
Maybe
like,
he did. I didn't know. I don't know if she told us it was poop or pee.
no,
She
they
was-
didn't. But I automatically, my mind went to shit.
Shit, sure.
Yeah.
Well, she was doing the scrub, the like kind where your shoulders and your.
Yeah.
Meri was giving it her all. She was going at that
Oh,
carpet.
yeah. We find out that Drake is 12 years old, which for a larger dog is old.
Yeah. While discussing Drake's age, it's brought up that some of the kids have only known life with Drake because several of the kids aren't even 12 years old. And so he's been around their whole life. Or let's say Drake came into their life when they were 3 or something. That's still a dog your whole life.
Mm-hmm.
So most of these kids only know life with Drake.
Yeah, essentially they're having a conversation like, is his quality of life good? Are we getting to the point where we need to put him down? But they don't really come out and say that. They're just obviously talking about it. And Leon does not want to put him down. Leon is sad about it. No go. Doesn't want to do it. Meri feels like a cold-hearted bitch about it.
Like, you made
oh
a little
God.
comment when we were watching about, oh, maybe Leon should have to clean up the pee and the poop.
Yeah, I'm like, Leon, you want to clean up that piss then or that shit?
Mm-hmm.
Because as a mom,
Go for it. Yep.
like, that's part of my thing too. Like when my kids are old enough, if they say they want another pet, you know, you got to be helping out with it then. And most kids don't. Like my mom always said that to us whenever we want a new pet. Well, you're going to have to clean the litter box more. You're going to have to clean up the dog shit. Did we do it? Probably not. Probably got yelled at a lot.
Yeah.
But Leon's sitting there on the couch with their legs crossed, just staring at Meri cleaning up the shit.
Yeah. Being like, I'm not okay with putting Drake down. Like, okay,
Yeah.
Leon, put on your gloves.
Right? Get your cleaning gloves out, Leon.
Get out that cleaner. Get out that pet cleaner.
Mm.
Meri and Kody have some back and forth about what to do. Of course, there's the hemming and the hawing. It's a big decision on what to do with a dog who is losing their faculties. Everybody knows this. It's a thing.
Well, Kody doesn't really know what to do because Kody is a farm boy, and Kody says that life and death is just part of the process of being on a farm, and Kody was exposed to it a lot, so Kody can't understand Leon's point of view.
Mm-hmm.
And Kody acknowledges that, which is nice, but Kody just doesn't get it. But also Kody says, well, I don't know what to do. And I think Meri's looking to Kody to say, we need to do this. And, of course, Kody is like,
he can't make a decision to save his life. And when you are in that position, if someone else is there to say, really, I think it's time, then that does help you to make that decision. Like, I've been in that situation where someone's like, it's time. And it's like, yep, it's time.
yeah.
And, Kody's not the first person to grow up on a farm or on a ranch where you have a less emotional reaction to things with animals because they weren't the same for you growing up. And so I'm not even really mad at Kody for that. But he is annoying because,
Because he doesn't want to be the bad guy.
He never wants to be the bad guy.
He doesn't want to just say in front of Leon, this is what we need to do. Cody's letting Meri feel like a cold-hearted bitch.
It's like, put on the pants, Meri. Make a decision, Mare.
God,
Kody.
So Meri wants to call all the kids over and let them know what's going on because her and Kody discuss it. And Cody's way of getting out of officially saying we're going to put Drake down is saying, well, maybe we should take Drake to Utah to put him down on their property from the old house in Lehi. And Meri's like, well, I think that we need to call all the kids over and let them know and let them say goodbye. Kody, on the other hand, did not want to tell them.
Oh my gosh, he's ridiculous.
He is like, we should just have them notice one day and say, well, he went to Utah and he didn't come back.
He went back to heaven.
Oh, he went to heaven. Yes. Oh,
back to
God.
heaven, as if he came from heaven and now he has returned.
Back to heaven.
What a classic case of Cody's avoidance. If we're going to be real, not only can he not make decisions, but then rationalizing them, validating them, discussing them with other human beings, like he can't. He cannot.
He wants to
is
lie
such
all
a
the
fucking
time.
pussy. Yes, he cannot be accountable for anything.
He just doesn't want to look like a bad guy to anybody, and he's willing to throw all the wives under the bus for every decision because this is, when push comes to shove, this is Meri's dog.
Yeah.
So if Drake goes missing and he just disappears
Back to heaven.
then Meri's going to be the one that's blamed for that, and no one's going to be the wiser.
Yeah.
Because
totally.
Kody obviously wouldn't fess up to being like, yeah, I'm the one that suggested we take him to Utah.
Right. And so then Meri probably gets to be the fall guy for the killing of Drake.
Yeah.
When in all reality, that's not how this should go down. And fuck Kody for even suggesting it.
Yeah. And Meri says that she doesn't just want him to disappear on the kids. She doesn't think that's right.
And I agree with her.
I agree with her too. I think that's really awful to also not give them the opportunity to learn about loss.
Yeah.
That is one of the things about having a pet is you have to be with the pet through the good, the bad, and the ugly. And the ugly is that their lives are shorter than ours, and we need to be there to say goodbye to them. They deserve that as much as the kids deserve a chance to like say goodbye. The pet deserves their respect as well.
Yeah, I agree.
If they're part of your family.
Yeah,
which
treat
they should
them like
be.
a family member. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the kids do come over. They kind of show everybody coming in, and Janelle coming in with her purse. Purse first, Janelle. She's always got her purse with her. It's like, where you going with your purse? Like, oh, just
So
Mary's to see the
funny.
dog. So they're all coming in, and the kids are gathering around. And I don't know if Meri, we really get much dialogue from her. It's just all of a sudden they're breaking the news.
She's just the one with the camera taking pictures of Drake with each of the kids.
And Isabel is crying, and Aurora's crying, and
Isabel
Mary's
is-
upset, and Isabel's very upset.
She's like beside herself.
Red in the face. Yeah, and I think Isabel's the one where Meri says, "No, I think you should take a photo with him."
Yeah, she says that she doesn't want to take a photo with him, and then
Yeah.
Mary's like, "No, I think you should. Like, you'd regret not doing it," type
Yeah.
of thing.
Yeah. And then
So
Kody
sad.
wraps up the scene by letting us know that Meri was right. It was probably some closure for the children.
Yeah.
Yeah,
shit.
and for Meri and for you if you were a human being.
Yeah.
Oh, he's such a mess.
He is.
The next morning, bright and early, we're at Janelle's house.
Ooh, 4:45 a.m. We're going to the gym.
I wish we just would have had a shot of the and her hitting the alarm. We didn't get that, but we did get her getting ready, and there was no sun. I thought it was nighttime, as in the sun was going down, but it's like, oh no, the sun was going to be coming up. Janelle's going to the gym. She says that the early mornings are the only time that she has found that she can stay committed to going to the gym. She's not alone in that. I mean, I love being active in the morning because I'm like, okay, got it done, out of the way. It's a good way to start the day. If your schedule allows for it, that's great. Am I waking up at 4:45 to work out? Fuck no.
Fuck no.
No. But do I like working out first thing in the day? Yes.
I would probably work out the earliest would be like 7 a.m. I did do a few 7 a.m. workouts when the gym I was going to was literally in the basement of my apartment complex and they had classes there. I'm a night person though. I liked to go to the late classes, like end of my day. You get yourself all worked out, like tired, and then you go home and eat something and shower. Like,
Yeah.
I liked to end my day with it always. Janelle is a morning person. She brings this up a lot.
Yeah.
And I'm like, God, 4:45 a.m. You know the crew was pissed that had to come and film with her.
Totally.
They were probably like, God damn it, we gotta go film her at the
That's
gym.
a real early morning.
This
and also,
early?
I mean, what is she going to work or something? She can't work out at 6:45? I mean, 4:45 is obscene.
It's weird. It's weirdly early. I want to know what time she goes to bed. Probably
Right?
7. Like 7 p.m., one of those people.
She's like, I need the blackout curtains, literally, because the sun is still up. And the only reason I need to go to bed this early is so I can wake up at 4:45 to go to the gym.
Yeah.
Weird.
I'm like, meanwhile, my 2-year-old goes to bed at 7.
Yeah,
She's
yeah.
probably doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Janelle fills us in that, she's a stress eater. She likes to eat. She's an emotional eater. And how when they first started their gym journey back in the day, the polygamists, oh God, what was it? Fundamentalist
Fundamental fitness.
that she was 270 pounds when first weighing in with that, with Bill, their
yeah.
old trainer, and that she had lost some weight, but everyone I feel like they just kind of dispersed from this after the gym idea was shot down as a business. It was like that kind of went away. We didn't hear about it.
So she said she lost 10 pounds with him, which I remember
Yes.
she wasn't really losing much weight with
It took
him.
months to lose 10 pounds.
Yeah. And she said that she started her gym journey 9 months ago. And then she says, like, about 6 months in, she stopped. And she needed to find a new trainer and someone that would push her in different ways. Now, my brain is filling in the blanks that they were going to open this gym together and it didn't work out. And maybe they had a slight falling out with Bill or things got awkward with Bill and she felt like she couldn't go back to the gym there. So she just started working out at home, she claims, and it didn't work for her.
Right.
So now she needs to find a new trainer. She did find a new trainer. And it's like, it makes me wonder what happened that she felt she couldn't go back to the gym to meet with Bill.
I didn't really think about that during the episode, but that totally makes sense. That, yeah, they were going to start a business, didn't pan out, can't see Bill anymore. I'll work out at home. Which, come on, Janelle's not going to work out at home.
Because isn't he kind of the one, didn't we hear a little something that he's the one that pulled the plug? That the person that he hooked them up with that was going to help fund the gym
backed
pulled out?
Mm-hmm. There was something that didn't go right.
Yeah, something fell through.
I suspect that in classic Brown fashion, they were probably talking a bigger game than they were ever going to follow through with.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously they decided to go with my sister wife's closet because startup costs were so reasonable and Robyn's jewelry designs were so inspirational. So, not starting the gym was a thing. I do suspect that was a hairy situation. Kind of like Bill's. Never mind.
Well, this is where we meet Sean. And he's been working with her on more of a psychological level,
Mm-hmm.
helping her with her stress and emotional eating and the psychology behind it and helping her
Yeah.
fix her
Well, and
issues.
when she's introducing us to Sean and they're showing us some footage, that's where she volunteers that she's back up to 270 pounds.
Yeah, she got back to the weight she was
So
at.
she's back up at her OG weight. When talking about Sean, she does volunteer that she has shared her cheats with him. So the psychological work, she's being honest, is what she's saying. So she
Yeah.
talks about how she cheats, when she cheats, all the decisions she makes, blah, blah, blah. To be fair, Sean does seem like a little less of a meathead. So,
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe
He seems like he is being kinder to her in a sense, maybe, or like she shared all of this with him. And he, knowing all of the times that she feels like she needs to eat more or is binge eating or doing, the bad behaviors, and he's being able to go, well, what was going on in that moment when you did that this time? Like when she's admitting when she's done stuff. So it is kind of a big part of being a binge eater. And obviously she is, binge eating, probably been like eating out of sadness and not seeing a therapist. And that's a huge thing with eating disorders. It sounds to me like she has disordered eating.
Okay.
Maybe not an eating disorder, but she hasn't had a healthy relationship with food.
Right.
And she brings up that she's noticed her kids have become couch potatoes because the separate backyards of all the families, her kids aren't going out into the yard and playing as much with the other kids. And that's got to be hard to see as a mom. Like, oh my God, my kids are following in my footsteps here.
Sedentary stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that she hopes to join them when the cul-de-sac comes into fruition, that she would be able to be more active with them. And being at 270, her goal is to be down to 170, and that's 100 pounds to lose. And it's a big goal. She knows that.
It's lofty.
It's a lot. It's been done. She could do it. It's a lot.
Going to the gym, even 3-4 days a week, that's a big change for somebody that's that weight. So I'm curious to see if we notice a difference here. I think I mentioned a few episodes ago that I'd noticed she had gained weight back.
Yeah.
And so this is kind of like, oh yeah, she really had, because I felt bad even saying it then, but I knew, like, I could tell.
Yeah.
And I really hope that she does lose, at least 20, 30 pounds even. She'd probably feel better, right?
Yep. Now we cut to Meri's house. Exterior. Meri's home. Las Vegas. Kody, Meri, and Leon are packing up their SUV with Drake, with the big old roly-poly dog, to bring him up to Utah to see their old vet.
Kody found a vet that would be willing to come to their Lehigh home
Okay. Yeah.
to see Drake out in the property
Right.
area. They talk a lot about the county that they're going back to and how Kody did not feel safe for the longest time going back. Kody says that the county attorney dropped the charges, so he actually feels like he's able to go back for the first time and feels safe doing so. I want to know when they drop the charges. I'm very curious because it was such a big plot point for the longest time, and now we're just getting it nonchalantly dropped in here
Yeah.
for a visit.
It feels
to put
like
a dog down.
Not a very big detail. Like, oh, yeah. Kody said it took some coaxing to go back due to his leaving and not really coming to terms with leaving. But it was kind of just mentioned, peppered in there with this like journey back home. Almost like, I'm distraught about going home because I haven't really said goodbye. They dropped the charges and I'm just, we're going home and blah, blah, blah. Like, okay. All right, girl.
I can't believe they didn't make a bigger deal about it when they found out that the charges were dropped.
Yeah.
Of like Kody getting something or hearing from a lawyer.
Right. It would have been an opportunity for a Brown party or something, a gathering to fill that landfill.
Something actually interesting to learn about.
Instead of showing them back at the cul-de-sac for the millionth time, they could have been like, guess what? We're not going to be going to prison or something. But
right.
Nevertheless. And we're back at the compound. Where America was introduced to the Browns
Hmm.
in a split level that is really 3 apartments in one building. Meri says that her sister is currently living in the house, which we are aware of because of when Leon was wearing the no shirt.
Bull shirt.
Bull shirt.
Yeah,
So
Rebecca and Nathan are living in the home.
They're living in the house, so they still have access to the property, which is lovely.
They must still own the property.
Yeah.
And Rebecca and Nathan are renting there or squatting there. Who knows?
Exactly. They don't, they spare us these details, thank God.
This is the first time Kody's been back to the home, obviously, since they left. And we get to see Kody digging Drake's grave.
Oh, yes. They let us know that their dog, Allie, is buried back in the forest, which is a collection of trees in their backyard. Now, when I was a kid, we would call it a forest. I get why he's calling it a forest. To the kids, it was a forest. To us adults that are watching the show, it is a collection of trees on the backside of their property.
Right.
It's some trees. But they did bury their dog, Allie, there.
Mm-hmm.
Kody's talking to the camera outside near the forest or in the forest or wherever. And he says, "This is depressing. Not just because of Drake, but because of all the memories here. My kids played." So yes, this is while he's digging the grave.
He's like, a dome, digging. And my kids, they played here. There's lots of memories of the kids that played here.
Exactly. Honey, you do a great Kody too. Just like Robyn.
God.
You're a natural.
And I want to know who digs like that.
Well,
He was loosening the soil?
Yeah,
Like, what the fuck was that?
He's being very hi-ho, hi-ho. It's like he's being
Yes.
very animated. And the cadence of his talking with the hits of the pick.
And the
then
have flying down in the
shovel,
face each
and then
time
the
and him
hair.
shaking it back out of his face like he does.
Okay, Kody. And of course, he has to stop mid-sentence about the kids laying as if he's having an emotional moment. "If not for certain circumstances, we never would have left Utah." Okay. Good story, Kody.
Yeah, he says he didn't properly say goodbye, and he was so angry when they left.
Yes, so God. That's why it's so emotional. There's something special and nostalgic about this place.
Don't get me wrong. I'm happy to be in Vegas. I like our homes in Vegas. But yep, there's something magical in the soil here.
It's like, have you ever seen Aaron Brockovich? There's definitely something special in your soil, Kody.
Oh my gosh.
And if anyone's going to be dramatic about digging a hole, it's Kody.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Kody!
It also looks like he's dug a grave or two before, because when he's done with that hole, I'm going to give him props. It's actually a really good hole.
It's a big hole.
It's a deep, big hole, and it is rectangular shaped.
Oh.
I don't know how he did that.
Well, he's gifted.
He's buried many an animal.
When Kody puts on those work gloves,
Mm-hmm.
it brings him back to the ranch, and his dad's saying, "Dig a hole for that dog, bitch." And then he's like,
We're putting him out to pasture, son.
Gotta dig another hole for another dead animal. And now
Ooh.
he's that asshole man who gets to be like, "I'm just gonna be an asshole now about the dogs." Like, cool.
Maybe his dad was like one of those people that's like, building holes gives you character.
Building
Like,
holes?
Digging holes gives you character.
I wouldn't be surprised. Yes.
God.
His dad was the notorious asshole. And, the apple didn't fall far from that tree.
Well, I mean, the movie Holes was a very good movie, but that was part of the thing there, too, is that the kids
Holes?
it was their punishment was digging holes.
Is this a horror film?
No.
Oh.
Blasphemy.
Well, I've never seen Holes. Make it sound like it's like the Titanic.
It's a movie that, you are a little bit older than me, so
This is
maybe.
it. This must be from
I'm going to
after
show
my
you
time.
after this. I'm going to show you, and you're going to be like, oh my God, what?
Well, speaking of holes, Meri tells us, "As hard as it is, I've already prepared myself for this." And then they're gathered in the yard. Meri, Kody, Leon. I'm trying to...
Drake.
Drake. I'm trying to harken back to when you were giving us all the adult names that one
the
episode.
family names.
And then an unknown vet, and then a vet assistant.
Oh, Rick the vet.
Oh, Rick.
His name is Rick.
Oh, Richard. Dick.
Yep.
And the vet suggests it's more humane to let Drake go because he's in pain.
Yeah, he's suffering at this point, and it would be more humane. Meri is, I'm getting conflicted again. I'm getting conflicted.
Oh, Meri.
Kody's like, well, you heard him. At this point, it's better to let him go. And Leon is sobbing.
Yep.
I don't blame Leon. I'd be a sobbing too.
Yep.
I'd be a mess.
Then they're all doing the whole petting and the touching and the loving
And the saying goodbye.
as the drugs are administered.
And they show us.
Yeah.
They show us little Drake. Big Drake.
Big
Way
Drake.
in there.
Big Drake.
I'm like, why are they showing us this? We were
Yeah.
both crying, and I
know.
I said to Chris, I'm like, why are they showing him?
They definitely didn't need to show as much of that, but
No,
you know,
they didn't need to show all of that. I felt like if I was the family, I would have been like, okay, like you can show this part of us saying goodbye, but you guys need to step away.
right. That
I
would have
wouldn't
been
want to
reasonable.
be filmed during that. And I wouldn't want my pet to be filmed during that either because, again, it's a respect thing. They're a family member. To me, that feels like really invasive and kind of just yucky. Like, I get the yuck about it. Like, there are some things that don't need to be filmed all the way through. We didn't need to see Drake after he'd passed away. Like,
Right.
a little fucked up business there,
Yeah.
as far as I'm concerned.
Well, and then as a viewer, like I was reminded of putting down my dog and,
Yeah.
you know, the memories come back and the feels. And because we just watched it, I don't know if I'm going to cry about it in this moment because I did cry when we were watching the show. I had some tears. I wasn't sobbing, thank
Yeah.
God. I wasn't pulling a Robyn. But yeah, if you've gone through that, then you know, and it sucks.
Yeah, it sucks a lot. And Meri, this is kind of funny, like, but before she goes, well, we already had the kids all say goodbye. Like, she mentions it to Rick before he says, like, yes, he does agree, like, he's suffering, we should put him down.
Oh, okay.
She's like, well, we had the kids say goodbye. Like, if I bring this dog back home right now, it wouldn't be good. Like,
Right.
you know, you can see like the wheels in her mind, like, oh shit, like, I don't want to just put him down to put him down, and I don't want to be like
Yeah.
evil, but oh my God, now I had all these kids say goodbye. If the vet doesn't say that we should say goodbye, this would be fucking awful.
What if Dick was like, guess what? He's going to be fine. Look, he's
We
like,
just need to
walks,
give him these vitamins for his hips that are hurt, and he's, yeah.
just shove a plug in the back and give him these vitamins and you're good to go. Like,
my
oh
God.
no, oh no, oh no.
I just went through something similar too, though, where my cat had like a really awful scare and completely looked like fucked up, like something was wrong. And it was on Easter. So, of course, it's like a emergency vet visit on a holiday, on a Sunday. My kids are dressed up to go to Easter brunch. And I literally made them come and say goodbye to our cat, like thinking that I
God.
wasn't going to be bringing him back, only to bring him back in this horrible condition. So
Yeah.
he's like, he's getting better, but he's still rough. He's 14. He's an old man. So I'm with my 14-year-old cat, just like, my kids need to say goodbye to this cat, right? Like, he's 14. I don't know what else I would have done, but it's like, yeah, I bring him back home and I'm like, he's still here. He's still with us. But I just did that to my kids. too.
Yeah,
It felt real shitty, but obviously I'd rather have my cat here. You know what I mean?
yeah.
But it was like, I kind of got where Meri was coming from there. It was like, oh God.
Right. Like,
Ooh.
things are already in motion here, right?
Yeah.
And I'm devastated about it, but they're already in motion, right?
Yeah, like you don't want to see him like you're being cruel or whatever, and you do want the vet's honest opinion, but like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Kody says that this entire experience has been closure. The closure that he needed.
Yeah, they're emotional on the couch, Meri and Kody, talking about the experience, letting Drake go. And then we get footage of them putting Drake in the ground.
Mm.
Luckily, it wasn't too detailed. It was from afar. So maybe the camera crew did give them a little, you know,
Well, they can't really show that. That's morbid.
yeah. I felt like this was enough. It wasn't as much
Yeah.
as when they were literally administering the drugs that they do for like, oh, he's gonna just chill out now, and then
Yeah.
here's the drug to stop the heart, and it's like, oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
Beyond that, they're putting him in the ground. The crew's a little ways away, and you can kind of just see Kody like lowering him into the ground, putting him in the ground, and it was like, that's all I needed. I didn't even really need that, so thank you.
Yeah.
And Kody says that it feels like they're actually saying goodbye to Lehigh through this experience. That, going back and visiting, it's a thing where he hasn't been back and, all the memories and whatever. But this is also like a way for him to say goodbye to Lehigh because he never really did say goodbye. Well, did they need to leave in the middle of the night?
Fled.
Nobody knows if they needed to flee Lehigh, but they did. And so this is Kody's performative way of saying goodbye to their home, to the compound, America's compound. And Meri says we need to create the same experience here in Vegas for the younger kids as the older ones had in Utah. And I agree. That's obviously a stark difference. They're in the 4 homes. And this is something that doesn't just happen now because Meri said it. Like, it's not like all of a sudden now they're going to like really learn their lesson and be a tight-knit family. But obviously, when they talk about the older kids and we get the flashbacks in the previous seasons of them all being little cute kids and like, yeah, they're in their like trailer home and it looks a little dumpy. It kind of looks like footage from when I was a kid, And there's all the kids and they're all together and the moms are probably wanting to murder each other, but the kids are like together and having a good time. And the younger kids now today don't have that. They're like in separate homes and get together for events.
It's completely different. It's almost like they're being raised like cousins now.
Yeah.
Rather than siblings, like Kody said when he had to over-explain families to us and how family systems work.
Yeah. Very recently he was telling us that they are siblings and it's like, well, maybe, do you have to tell yourself? Because we know, but you're not living like that.
Like, they are siblings, no doubt, duh. But now it's almost like you're pulling them away from each other. And even just like Janelle saying that her kids are couch potatoes now, sitting on the couch as opposed to running through the backyard with their siblings.
Yeah.
Like, lifestyles are changing here. People are pulling apart in different ways. The kids are pulling apart because it's not as easy to go and hang with each other. We'll see what they can recreate.
And I suspect that for Meri in particular, this experience of going back to Lehigh triggered something, reminded her of this. Like, oh my gosh, we used to be so tight knit. And like, as things gradually change in life, you can kind of get used to things as you're going, and then something can happen where you're like, oh my gosh, you take a evaluation and you look back and you go, oh my gosh, something is so different. So I don't know how real of an awakening it was or if it was just a soundbite moment, but it made sense.
I'm very curious. I feel like if I was in the same position she is in, she's the first wife. She has 1 kid that's old enough that they're self-sufficient. If I was in that position, I'd be going home to home more.
Yeah.
I'd be calling up Janelle, calling up Christine, calling up Robyn. Hey, can I come over for like an hour tonight and hang out? Or you want some help with dinner tonight and the little kids? I'll be over in 20 minutes. How hard would that be? You have to want to. You would have to want to. You'd have to want to hang out with the other women enough. But if it's not about that and it's about the kids and wanting the kids in your life, like she claims, and she says, that she wants these extra rooms because these are the kids that she's going to have and maybe they'll want to stay there and stuff. Well, then you need to foster those relationships.
Doesn't seem like there's a lot of that going on.
No, not at all.
Now, we don't see Meri every day, but the way that she's talking, I'm guessing that's not happening.
No.
She wraps up the episode by telling us it's essential that we get that back. Their old family ways. Well, agreed, Meri. What are you going to do about it? Are you going to do anything about it? I don't know if it's about this time or not that she starts speaking to strangers on the internet. I don't know. But she's certainly not calling up Janelle, Christine, and Robyn to be like, what can I bring over for dinner tonight? Let's fucking do it. Like, hello?
I feel like I would be bored in my home alone, like especially knowing that we're not seeing Kody very often.
Yeah.
I'd be calling them up like, hey, seriously, want to watch a TV show? Or what if all of the wives watch the same TV show? Like, Maybe they're fans of The Bachelor and we all get together one night a week and watch The Bachelor together like girlfriends do.
Right.
That type of shit. I'm like, that is so bizarre to me to be this family and not even have that or just like dropping by. It's just weird to me that they're supposed to be one family and they don't have that rapport.
Well, particularly with Meri and Robyn, because Meri has a history with Janelle and Christine.
Yeah.
With Robyn, it's like they were supposedly bosom buddies. Not scissor sisters,
Ooh.
but bosom buddies. And so you would think that she would be, I guess, even in a way like pushy. You know, that whole thing where it's like, oh, she keeps inviting herself over. It's like, well, yeah, invite yourself over. Like, oh my God. And I don't know if I think Robyn doesn't really care because Kody's probably spending the most time at her house.
Cody's there.
And so she's totally satiated with everything. Christine is wishing Kody was over more, but when he does come, he doesn't talk to the kids and he just is on his phone and she feels like she's probably just asking him to do things.
Yeah, and he's trying to find excuses to come as late as he can and leave as early as he can. And any little mistake she makes is a reason for him to pick it apart and leave early because he's pissed at her.
Right. And then you've got Janelle, who is an autonomous person overall and probably doesn't really care about how much she sees Kody. Like, she probably thinks it's nice to see him, but isn't like, longing for him. So,
No.
and I don't think she's longing for time with her other sister wives either. I think she's just pretty much like, I kind of identify with Janelle in that way. I can
Yeah.
spend so much time by myself. I'm just like, yeah, I guess every once in a while I get lonely, but for the most part, I'm not lonely. I'm cool being
Yeah.
by myself.
But she used to be the one that was all like, family this, family that. We need to be closer. We need to make this work. And I don't know when that switch flipped, but I feel like it's for sure obvious this season.
I agree. And I don't know if it was more talking points before because, she was the working mom, quote unquote, these, things they try to make her. I think that something about moving out of Lehigh, it really is that thing, like being together.
Mm-hmm.
When you live in the same building as someone, you're going to see them more often and you are like almost forced to be intertwined, and then you separate and you see each other less.
That's why it's so weird to me that they didn't just buy 2 duplexes or something.
They should have just bought a duplex for
Like,
sure.
duh.
Or, yeah, like a multi-unit.
Or a triplex.
Yeah, something. Well, Kody was really hoping for that big millionaire's house that
my
was short sale with
God.
4 kitchens. The moron.
God.
Yeah, they totally could have bought like a row of townhomes or something, rented something that made more sense. And now we're coming up on they've been there for a hot minute. So it's not even like they were there for a year and they're like, okay, so for example, coming up on 9 months, it's like, our leases are all going to be up. What are we going to do? Like, do you just renew your lease and say, well, we're buying a house or we're building homes?
They maybe start going month to month because they're building homes and you'd have to negotiate a month to month or a half year lease. I don't know, because they said once they break ground, 5 months?
5 months, yeah.
And they were planning on breaking ground in 2 weeks from this episode, they said. So, yeah, their leases are probably getting close to being up. But a lot of places will offer a month to month, but it's more expensive.
Well, and I'm just
a
saying,
lot
like,
more expensive.
when their first lease, the year was up, if they got a year lease, then that wasn't a trigger moment to figure out a new living situation, even if until their homes are built, right? Like, I would be going, oh, my kids aren't seeing the other kids enough. Like, we got to do something. They move every year anyway. They've got Meri. She'll throw a piano on her back and drag it across the street. I just feel like they say things, but their actions don't align to what they say. Like, if it's so important to be around each other, then you'd make it fucking happen. And none of them seem to really do it.
No,
So
not
I
at
don't
all.
know. Their families kind of just coming apart.
It started splintering back in good old Lehigh when they had one new soon-to-be wifey out on her own, and then the splinter just broke off even further. I don't know. It's like, God. Then all of a sudden, the tree that's splintering is hit by lightning, and it's like, now what do we do?
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Now we're burning. Now we're on fire. We're split in half.
yeah.
It's like all gone to shit.
And then Robyn's over in the corner being like, I one time had a tree that got hit by lightning and I'm going to tell you it abused me. It's like, oh, my God. Now, we did tell you that we don't get a lot of Robyn in this episode, and we came through on that promise.
So you
You
can
thank
give us your mustard seed for being honest about that.
Yes, as if we had any control over that. But you know what? We were blessed with very little Robyn. Thank you. Thank you, Puddle Monkey Production.
I think we saw Solomon more than Robyn this episode.
Oh, God. Oh,
Being
Saul.
held by Kody.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. And also a little moment when they were saying goodbyes to Drake and little Truly Scrumptious came up and was like, "Boop-a-doop-a-doo," like by the dog. And I was like, oh, Truly. She's like getting that little blonde head of hair.
The little peach
Head of
fuzz.
hair. Yeah, yeah. So cute. I always loved seeing Truly when she was little. So now moving on to our mustard seed and shit stain. Darling, would you like to start? Would you like to tell everyone who you feel has earned a mustard seed in this episode?
Oh, boy. The mustard seed here is going to go to Janelle for starting her workout journey again. Not necessarily getting up at 4:45 it was.
4:45.
Oh, God, gag me again. A little nutso there, but I appreciate that she is, getting down to business and taking care of herself again and all gung-ho about it. And it seems like this new trainer and her have a good vibe going between each other. And I like that he's actually addressing the psychological reasons behind the eating, because that is the major part of it, right? And
Yeah.
I'm glad that she's getting, help there where she needs it, and hopefully, sticks with it. What about you?
Well, I have to admit that I'm a little sad because you took the only mustard seed that I really could think of.
Yeah.
So this is where I'm going to have to, I'm going to throw the leaderboard for topsy-turvy here. And I'm giving a mustard seed to Christine Brown. I'm going to immediately regret this. But when they went to go make their first selects for the homes, Christine said, I'd like this, and I'd like this, and I'd like that, and I'm under budget, and things are great, and I'm good to go. And she made her decisions very quickly. And I have to say that that is admirable for the situation. Ordinarily, I probably would not be so, I don't know if I would call it flippant that she was like that, but I have to give her kudos that she was just so quick to make her decisions. I probably would do a little more hemming and hawing, but I also do feel confident in making decisions like that. So I feel like she deserves a mustard seed, no matter how much it pains me to give it to her.
I mean, this isn't the first time they've seen the stuff, right?
True.
They've gotten to look at it. They've probably seen pictures of stuff online. Whether or not they've seen the actual swatch of stuff there in front of them, we don't know. But she probably had time to think about it and made her decisions, and then got to see him in real life and was like, yeah, I think my decision's good.
Yeah.
And went with it. I forgot a funny moment that cracked me up, and I agree with you on the mustard seed here, because when she said she was 15% under budget, Kody said, oh, Meri's going to probably try to get your 15% for hers. And Christine goes, she is not getting my 15%.
Yes.
And then that's when the tile came up that she was getting tile in her dining room.
All the more reason for her to have earned this mustard seed is denying Meri the extra budget.
Right away, she was like, no.
No. Love that. And so, Christine, you get my mustard seed. On to shit stain, darling.
Oh, shit stain.
I think you're going to take my shit stain again.
The schmear in my drawers.
But luckily, I think there's more than one choice for this episode, so I won't be too disturbed no matter what you choose.
I think I'm going to take it because it's going to be Kody Brown.
Yeah, he's definitely a dark brown shit stain.
Yeah. The not wanting to tell the children and hide yet again a huge thing from them. You hid the move until the day before. You have hidden so much in your life and probably still are. And how's it fucking working out for you? These kids would have been traumatized if Meri had gone along with your dumb plan of not telling them. And then to top it off, it's I don't know. There's just something shisty about him and him trying to put the blame on another person and trying to make Meri be the fall guy.
Yeah.
Like, that's where that was going. That's where that was going. And no one would have known because guess what? They probably wouldn't have put that conversation on the show either. And it would have been one of these things between the family where it's like Meri saying, no, Kody was the one that said this was a good choice. And then Kody going to Robyn saying, I never said that. Well, you know, it would have been one of these drawn out bullshit things where Meri gets blamed.
Yeah.
He's gross.
He is gross.
He's a fucking narcissist. He only wants to be seen as the good guy. So he pretends that he doesn't make any decisions or he doesn't want to make the decision. Yeah. It's awful.
Yeah, he's a stinky.
Well, he's supposed to be the leader of the family, Christopher.
Well, he's supposed to be.
He's supposed to be. And as we're finding out, he is 1000% not. And he is manipulating all of the wives behind their backs.
And then they get together for the couch moments where they have these discussions where no one gets to be really truthful 100%. If it approaches that, someone has a blow up, Kody talks at people in a way that jockeys things and makes it seem like you are either wrong or this person, you know, like he's always clarifying things in a way that's actually not true.
Manipulating the
so
situation. Gross. Yeah. He pits the wives against each other and then wonders why the family is falling apart.
Yeah.
It's situations like this where this could have been turned real bad real quick if Meri had gone along with him not wanting to tell people.
And it would just be another thing on the roster of how Meri's terrible.
Yeah.
Which, you know, speaking of terrible Meri, my shit stain goes to Meri Brown. Oh, Meri. You know, Meri, I've given you many a mustard seed. And now I'm giving you a shit stain. I highly doubt that the budget for these homes is like literally pinching every penny. I'm pretty sure she had a perfectly adequate budget to make some very reasonable decisions and to have some moderate finishings, some nice finishings. And then, you know what, to cut a corner on having like the 3-inch trim instead of the 5-inch trim, those kind of things, like literally making the decisions that you do when you're going to work in a budget. And to know that her first page, she was already over budget, that she couldn't have the sliding door. Kody, I hate a sliding door.
If you guys could have, like, honestly, that clip of her with the sliding door and how passionate she is about hating sliding doors, you'd be like, bitch, did you get your toe stuck in one or something when you were 10? Like, what's the problem here? Why do you hate them so much?
God, like bring 1/10 of that passion into saving your own family.
No shit.
Like, straight up.
That's literally what the Dargers were telling them.
Yes.
Literally.
Like, do you care more about decorating than your family?
Apparently, yes, she does.
And she
does. We're finding that out.
She literally does.
Real time here.
She needs the wet bar. She needs the French doors. And she doesn't know where she's going to save money on this budget. And it's like, oh my God. And she needs the 5 bedrooms because she needs the hobby room and the pantry.
I need my hobby room and my wet bar.
My wet bar in the pantry. And I can't have a sliding door.
I can't have a sliding door because I hit my toe in one once.
This woman, it's like,
so bad.
You know, Meri, I was rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. How dare you? Yeah, it's like I've given her so many mustard seeds, and now I'm going, yeah, roll it in a shit stain. She's my shit stain this week. Mm-hmm. Sorry, Meri.
Yeah. That's where we're at here. This was another one that ends with a tragedy that ends up just coming back to, well, this is how we have to get the family back together. It's like we've had so many episodes end in some weird, dumb tragedy. And then they're like, well, but this has to be the reason, the experience that's going to bring us back together.
And then we'll do nothing about it.
Oh. Anyway, Meri, who gave us love this week? I want to know that.
This is it. Okay, so we got some mustard seeds, which is wonderful. And our Keep Sweet moment this week is on Apple Podcasts. Mm-hmm. A 5-star review from LLS7281. They say, love this podcast so much. The opening with the iconic quotes and the Let Me Call You Sweetheart tune. Chef's kiss emoji. Please keep going through the seasons. I'm going to listen to every single one. Well, LLS7281, be careful what you wish for, because you just might get it. Oh,
Maniacal laughter.
I know, right? And after our last episode, we were talking about keep sweet. And like, oh, keep sweet.
Keep sweet.
Well, thank you for allowing us to keep sweet by giving us praise and positive feedback. If you want to be like,
LLS7281. Ooh.
you got it, then please leave us 5 stars. Please give us a good review. Please share our show on your social medias. Please tell everyone you know that you want to get a mustard seed from us. Don't be a shit stain.
Bye.